Unsurprisingly, Birmingham has more miles of canals than Venice. But come springtime, it's no surprise that badminton's best converge on England's second city for the world's oldest and most prestigious annual badminton tournament. Welcome to the Utilita Arena for the second session on quarterfinals day at the 114th YONEX All England Championships. This tournament is also the second of 4 Super 1000 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour. And as part of the World Tour Finals trophy is brought into the arena today by one of the tournament volunteers, Barbara Baker. And the World Tour Finals is the culmination of the World Tour, where only the top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines will qualify. So, as I was saying, it's quarterfinals day, and what a lineup! To the semi-final.
This is the YONEX All England Open Badminton Championships 2024. Please welcome the officials and players onto the Minoru Yoneyama court. In the men's singles quarter-final, it's the #1 seed from Denmark, Viktor Axelsen.
The Olympic champion, Viktor Axelsen.
From Indonesia, the #5 seed, Sinisuka Ginting.
Against the Olympic bronze medalist. You really couldn't hope for more
Heading on to
in
the
a quarter-final time.
It's the mixed doubles quarter-final. Please welcome.
Well, this man from Denmark, Viktor Axelsen, he's a 2-time former world champion, and he has contested 4 All England finals in the past. Of course, he was winner in 2020 and 2022. And this will be an 18th meeting between these 2 players. And of the previous 17, Viktor Axelsen has the advantage, having won 13 of them. But more importantly, he has won the last 8 encounters.
This side, please. Right, red here and black here. Okay, let's go. Red, your choice. This side, server, receiver.
So,
yes.
Anthony Ginting chooses the near side of the court to start, so the players will change ends before the start of the 2-minute warm-up period. That last time that these 2 players met was in the group stage of the World Tour Finals at the end of last year in Hangzhou. And the World Tour Finals, incidentally, will be in Hangzhou once again at the end of this year. Just the best of the best will qualify. The top 8 players and pairs in each of the 5 disciplines qualify for the World Tour Finals. So Viktor Axelsen, the #1 seed, the #1 player in the world, he's enjoying his 171st week in total as world #1. This is his 12th All-England Championships. And as I was telling you, he was the Olympic gold medalist in Tokyo, having been bronze medalist in Rio 4 years earlier. He has been in one semi-final this year, the 30-year-old from Odense. He's a tall man, as you can see, 194 equates to 6'4". And his matches so far in this year's tournament, well, he beat the former world #1 in the first round, the Indian player Kidambi Srikanth, and then beat the left-hander, the winner of the Denmark Open last year, Weng Hongyang of China. Both of his matches, as you can see, in 2 straight games. So to his opponent, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting is 27 years of age from Cimahi, west of Bandung in West Java. Currently number 5 on the world rankings, although he did spend 37 weeks across 2 different spells as world number 2. This is his 8th All-England Championships, and it's a 3rd quarter-final for him. He, like his opponent, the best this year, has been a semi-final. His was in his home event, the Indonesia Masters, whereas for Viktor Axelsen, it was in Malaysia, the first of the Super 1000 events. Well, as far as Ginting is concerned, he beat Li Hao of Chinese Taipei in the first round, and then Kenta Nishimoto of Japan. So, like his opponent, he has won all of his matches in 2 straight games. So our court officials for this one, we've got Fabio Betto of Italy in the umpire's chair, and Alan Potter from England is the service judge. I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that former Danish head coach Steen Pedersen is sitting alongside me as always. And Steen, I've said this is an intriguing matchup, even though Viktor Axelsen has won the last 8 encounters.
Yeah, he has, but the last time they met, it went to 3 games, and Ginting has been playing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, Indonesia. And on my left, Viktor Axelsen, Denmark. Viktor Axelsen to serve. Level. Play.
So the 2-time former champion, the Olympic gold medalist, Viktor Axelsen, getting this quarter-final underway against Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. He's gone long with the back line. Anthony Ginting choosing this near side of the court, which we believe, Steen, is the more difficult in singles because he's playing with the drift, and therefore it's difficult to control the clears and the lifts to the back of the court.
Yes, that might be one of the implications in this match. Yesterday, Viktor Axelsen, he played on the outer court at the end of the arena, where there's a big loading bay behind the court, and he wasn't satisfied about that, but also cheerfully said, well, my standards have gone down a little bit lately, so maybe it's okay.
Well, actually, I mean, I know that was tongue-in-cheek comment from Viktor Axelsen. Oh, my goodness, that was going wide.
That's definitely going wide.
Certainly gone wide. But that's a good point. You said just now that Anthony Ginting has been playing really well. Take into account that Viktor Axelsen has not been playing at his best.
Not too well this year.
No. He lost in the 2nd round last week at the French Open. This is only his 3rd tournament of the year, and that's why I think this is an intriguing matchup.
I think so too. And to follow up on that, I can say that Anthony Ginting has played both his matches on the adjacent court 2, so he doesn't really have an advantage over Axelsen, who played his first round match here. So
yes.
The thing is, of course, that there's only 2 courts with Hawkeye on, and you want to play on the Hawkeye court if you're thinking things through.
Yeah. I think there was a lot of raised eyebrows when we saw that Viktor Axelsen was scheduled for court 3.
Yeah, me too. And it was a good match, and Axelsen also said that he was very alert ahead of that match. Wing Hong Yan won the tournament in Axelsen's home city in Odense, and he won Denmark Open, so definitely a player to be wary of. It's gone wide. Ooh, he took it, Ginting.
Opportunity for Ginting. I didn't think that clear from Axelsen was very deep. I thought that was rather short. Let's have another look at that. Watch where Ginting's feet are. Yes, he's inside the doubles service line there when he played that. That, in my opinion, goes down as a missed opportunity for Ginting. Well, he's got an extraordinary record in Super 1000 events, this Dane.
3-2, play.
11 finals in the last 13 Super 1000 tournaments played. Having won 10 of those 11 finals. That's astonishing statistics.
4-2.
Yeah. And when you won as much as Axelsen has, then you tend to focus on the larger tournaments, the All England, Malaysia Open, Indonesia Open, China Open, and so on. That's where you're trying to peak. And that's what he's been extremely good at so far, Axelsen. But also said that he's pleased that for the first time in a couple of years he's been able to practice 6 weeks without feeling any pain.
Axelsen's challenging when it was called out.
That sounds strange.
No, it must be Ginting.
Yeah, it says challenge Ginting.
Yeah.
It says on the screen behind the court, we can't see it here.
So
1 challenge remaining. 5-2. Play.
Good judgment by Axelsen. Another one goes long. Yeah. This is just proving our point about the drift, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel actually the arena has been playing a little bit faster this year than the previous 2 years. And there's more drift than we're normally seeing. One of the problems for Ginting when he's playing against Axelsen, lost the last 11 encounters. One of the problems is that Ginting's attack normally is really, really strong, but Axelsen's got such a big reach.
As proved there.
Yeah. So other players that are a little bit taller than Ginting can get more elevation on their shots, and thus heap in a steeper direction. That's more challenging for Axelsen. So that's one of the problems for Ginting that is worth looking into. How easy can he score against the Dane?
Yeah.
And on the opposite side, Axelsen 194. He's taller than most opponents that Ginting is facing, so he hits a bit steeper than Ginting is normally used to, challenging the defense and the lesser reach of Ginting.
Oh, that's well judged, because he could and perhaps should have just played a winner off that. 8-2, 6 straight points. lovely block. Well, Axelsen asking for the court to be mocked again.
And you can almost see that Ginting is not really believing in his attack there. So he needs to have a lot of variation on his attack. And he can't expect to kill it the first time. The first time is basically, in my opinion, or should be
a build-up shot.
A build-up shot, deception, so that Axelsen is... That's well left. So that Axelsen is not knowing when the attack is coming on the first try, the second try, or the third try. And it's super important for Ginting to stay in balance. Another...
Maybe after I look at it.
Yeah, on the line, please. Thank you.
Was that Axelsen? He's asking the umpire to come down and look at the sweat on the court.
3-9.
Anyway, the thing is, Ginting is really, really good at the front court and at the net, but there's not going to be a whole lot of play at the front court. Axelsen's just going to play the back court, so it's interesting.
In this game, though, but...
Yeah, but when they switch ends, then it becomes a little bit more difficult for Axelsen to play the back court, so that's going to be really interesting.
Yes, exactly. Wide by a whisker.
Service over, 10-3.
Simply super. Opened the shoulders, looked as if he could possibly play it straight down the line, a fast smash. Instead, the angled shot across court. And 11-3 the advantage for the former champion here at the mid-game interval of the opening game. Didn't even take that one particularly high. Look where he takes this. Wow, that's about head height. And still creates a wonderful angle.
Vi løfter så ikke stingerne op på det første tryk. Godt der.
Og der er plads. Derfra der går op i forhånden, så der er plads.
So 11-3 as play resumes. The advantage with the former champion.
What's going on?
Yeah.
12.
He's really struggling to control the length, is Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Oh, there's some good ones there. Lovely. Oh, good dive. Brilliant. Lovely block. Magnificent recovery. What a super rally.
14-3.
And Axelsen at the moment is in full flow. lifts long.
Axelsen high on the net and can overcover the front court, because a lot of shots to the back court either is going to go long or they're going to be passive to keep them inside.
15-3. 6 straight points. 7 straight points.
3.
Well, I was not expecting this, I have to say, Steen.
So you want me to say that I didn't do it either? But I actually did.
You expected it this one-sided?
Yes. In this game, yeah, I did. The differences in the two ends of the court is so big that Ginting has very, very little chance of winning a full game playing this near side here.
18-3.
Well, perhaps like the women's singles we watched in the first session of the day, where Tai Tzu Ying was love 8 down in the deciding game and came back to win it, finishing the match at the far side of the court. Service error from Axelsen. Finishing the far side of the court is a distinct advantage.
Yeah, it can be, but it's going to... The thing is, in the third game, the game plans change for both players, whether it's women's singles or men's singles. And Heping Zhao still managed to fight back and
5-18.
within 2 points.
Yeah, it was an absolute thriller, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think both players were injured by the end of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Points away from the opening game, Viktor Axelsen. And he really hasn't expended an awful lot of energy. Game point opportunities.
Game point 5.
It's a bit of a gamble from Ginting to choose this end, and it shows to me that he actually has some confidence, because if I've lost the last 11 encounters, I would be...
I think it was only 8.
8? Oh, okay. But anyway, I would be looking to get off to a good start to gain some self-confidence. Deception.
Just wide. There's a challenge here from Ginting. Even if he's right, I think it's just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
It is in. Good challenge.
8-20. Play.
Hey! Hey! Oh! Oh!
Brilliant. 21-8, the opening game, to the Olympic gold medalist against the Olympic bronze medalist. 21-8. in 17 minutes.
Godt sæt.
Ja, det er meget flot.
Han skal arbejde sindssygt hårdt for at komme tilbage. Ja. Nu har jeg lidt medvind. Er vi enige om det?
Det er vi enige om. Og hvordan løser vi den? Prøv at se, om man kan få den hurtigt. Ja, så skal du spille til første streg dernede.
Jo, det er det.
Hvis du vil lige vil prikke den dernede.
Jeg synes, at udgangspunkt skal være offensiv.
Ja, det skal du også. Det skal du selvfølgelig også. Men stadigvæk vil du spille ind til ham.
Ja.
Ikke? Hold os til den her.
Yang penting kamu turunnya itu udah benar. Dari depan itu akan ganggu dia. Tapi agak panjang dikit. Sementara pegang dari depan netnya nggak ada sinter. Nah, nggak dapat sinter terus tuh. Ja, harus berani tuh sinter.
Ja. Ja, de svære styr her. Hvis jeg gør, så er det dobbelt kvart.
Ja.
Dobbelt kvartløft.
Netop.
Men spørgsmålet er, hvor meget vind der egentlig er.
Jamen, der er lige 20-30, tror jeg, og så er den vej i.
Bisa banget. Gak apa, set kedua, set ketiga bisa. Benar. Abi yakin. Ya. Come on, oke? Ayo.
Well, the players returned to court, and first of all, I must apologise to you, Sting. It wasn't, in fact, you were right. It was 11 consecutive wins from Viktor Axelsen.
Second game, level, play.
So one game to the good, Viktor Axelsen. What can Anthony Ginting do in response? Oh, that's landed on the line. Now, what was his father-in-law, his coach, saying to him in that interval, Sting?
Yeah, it was a dialogue, and the one thing that puzzled me a little bit is that they were sort of not really certain of how much drift there was, and I'm not sure they think there's that much drift. They reckon that he's playing with the drift here, but they're not sure it's so much.
So drastic.
No.
Missed it. Oh, that was terrific elevation from Ginting. Ginting is such a lovely player to watch, isn't he, Steen? This wonderful, smooth, fluid movement.
Yeah.
And this injection of pace when he leaps in the air like that. Of course, it's much better when he manages to keep the shuttle in. But the movement in itself, it's just wonderful, as I say, to watch.
They were talking about Axelsen and family, talking about that it had to be an offensive mindset on this near side of the court here. I couldn't capture how that would materialize, but I think they're trying to play shorter lifts. That's not so offensive again, but they're trying to get on the attack. But we're going to see a different Ginting here compared to the first game. No doubt about it.
Yeah. I already think he's moving a little quicker towards the shuttle. Although there's not a lot you can do against a smash like that, is there?
No, and I think we've discussed it earlier on. You have to realize as an opponent, when you're playing up against the drift, you cannot play those lifts that leave so much time for Axelsen, because when his attack has sort of been launched in the first game and he feels secure and he hits what he's aiming at and so on, then he's just too big of an attacking force. So you have to realize that, hey, I'm not going to lift. I can put pressure on the backcourt, but I can't lift. I might as well take my chance on playing back at the net. Only once in a while, very, very rarely, you can lift to keep the net open.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a drastic difference, isn't it, with Ginting?
Yeah.
He's really hunting the shuttle now.
And now he can even push the flat game. Boy, that's a good shot.
Backhand. That is superb.
4-3.
Take a look at this. Timing and technique. And again.
And in.
5-3.
Yeah, clearly in. Watch this. I think it's the inside edge of the line. Oh, it's way inside the line. Nice.
And the lift becomes a little bit short. That means Axelsen has to respect the attack of Ginting, and there's open space on the front court. That's a brilliant drop shot from Ginting.
And the fact that he's taking the shuttle earlier, you know, with that lovely smooth movement to the back of the court, he's then got options. He could have hit that straight. He could have smashed across court. He chose the drop shot across court. Disguised drop.
He could have played a cross clear.
Yeah. Could have played anything.
That would have been really nasty. That's fantastic play.
That is brilliant. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting at his best. Controlling the rally, using his speed, using his skills, and the way he followed forward to play this final shot. Look at that. He took one giant step from the centre of the court to play that winner.
7.
Wonderful. Missed it.
Yeah.
So it's over 4-7.
And now he's played like 3 variation shots in quotation marks. So if I were him, I would opt for a body smash, full power. Still stay in balance himself.
Which one are we talking about?
Ginting.
Okay. Lovely backhand again.
That's a good kill. Axelsen running the long distance.
This has got to be the longest rally of the match so far. Lovely. Yeah. The forehand cross-court net shot from Viktor Axelsen.
And this super important rally for Axelsen to win. This is not something he wants to be doing all the time, Axelsen.
What all the diagonal movement.
Exactly. Cross net drop did the damage to Ginting.
5-7.
That's not often we've seen Ginting attack the serve of Axelsen.
But it was a wise thing to do.
I think so. Good perception. Excellent.
Set is over 6.
Did you see the lovely backhand return on the short serve? Ginting is one of those players who can put good deceptions on with his forehand.
Wow. Well, oh my goodness me.
7-8.
I'd like to see a replay so I can see where Ginting is standing.
4 of the last 5 points to Axelsen.
That's well played. If I were Axelsen, I would put in a long cross recovery shot from the back line. Ginting is over-covering the front court at the moment. A long cross to Ginting's long forehand that would make the Indonesian a lot more uncertain on where to position himself.
Brilliant.
10-7.
Well, I was saying in the introduction, it's been 15 years since an Indonesian reached the semi-final of the All England Championships in the men's singles discipline. 2 chances today with their top 2 players. Oh, that's delightful. And it's a 4-point advantage for the number 5 seed, Sinisuka Ginting, here at the mid-game interval of the second game.
Dari main belakang kamu benar ya. Jadi dia kaget itu, kamu siap aja. Nah, habis itu dari tengah depan ada kesempatan sintirnya udah benar dan silangnya tadi gitu. Tapi kalau dari tengah belakang kamu mendingan juga lompat gitu ya.
Slår du på den. Hvis han presser dig for meget på krydsløftet, slår du tilbage til det hjørne igen. Og så forfra.
Ja, der er heller ikke, altså jeg kan sagtens spille det hjørne.
Ja, og det skal du også gøre.
Well, this is the warm-up area, and the players for the next match. Carolina Marin, there she is on the near court, just the far side. And I can see on the far court as well is Chen Yufei. I think they might have a while yet to continue their warm-up. I think this men's singles we're watching might go to 3.
Service over, 8-11.
Interesting rally there. It looked a little bit to me like Ginting was short of ideas on how to proceed.
That's strange, straight after a coaching break.
Yeah, but if something different happens, I mean, you must expect that the Axelsen camp was coming up with something down 7-11. There hasn't been a lot of play in the early stages or in the first half of this second game to Ginting's forehand, and suddenly there was a lot of not a lot, but there were 2 shots that were quite nice from Axelsen, and he couldn't really get elevation. He got that here. It was an easy miss in defense by Axelsen. If I were Axelsen, I would play a lot more to that long forehand, because I mean, Ginting hasn't been able to put the same amount of pressure on Axelsen from that corner. And if Axelsen gets it back, then Ginting is covering more or less his backhand. So if I were the Dane, much more pressure on the, not pressure, but much more play to the long forehand to get out of trouble on the front court.
Oh, brilliant. He has played that round the head straight smash exceptionally well today.
Yeah.
Viktor Axelsen.
And it's Axelsen who's taken over control following the interval. Look how steep it is.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that's the shot where it's only very, very rarely you can lift. And if you lift, if you have the ability to do it, lift as high as you can in here. I don't know how many meters there are to the ceiling, but it's a huge arena.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to hit it, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
11-13.
So just 2 points the deficit now. Remember, yeah, there we are. It is huge, isn't it? Cavernous arena. It's become an iconic arena, though, for the sport of badminton.
Landed in again.
Yeah, misjudgment. There is that sideways drift from left to right.
Yeah.
And that keeps those shuttles in. And on that left-hand sideline, as far as Axelsen is concerned. Brilliant.
But that's just not good play by Ginting, because he's opening way too early. We saw him in the opening stages of this second game putting variations in with the sliced, reverse, cross drop shots, straight drop shots. And right now there's no variation. Axelsen knows that it's a smash that's coming. So a reverse slice from his forehand side, or even a cross clear to Axelsen's forehand. He's got to be careful because of the sideways drift, but there's too little variation on. A positive thing in terms of Ginting is that he's managed to stay ahead of Axelsen with a couple of points in 3.
Oh, good follow-up.
Service over, 13-15.
Oh, my goodness me. That is what you call precision. He could not have played that any tighter. Take a look at this. Wow. Brilliant. 1 point in it. Oh, he's missed it. Well, Anthony Ginting is challenging that. This is crucial. Instant review called upon to adjudicate for us. Here we go. Oh, it was wide by a whisker. What a good call by the line judge. 15 all, back level.
Look how close Axelsen was to the net.
Yeah, he was waiting for that.
16-15.
Tactically strong play from the Dane at the moment.
And a run of 4 straight points goes into the lead. It's a good lift.
I felt there was 11 defeats coming into that shot there from Ginting. Didn't really believe in it.
17-15.
Just long.
Service over, 16-17.
Well, he's got to be first on the front court, Ginting. He's got to be best on the front court. It's not so important what he does from the back court, as long as he doesn't outplay himself or make mistakes.
Yeah, nice net shot. Back level once more.
17-4.
That was a close one, the last one. Well played.
Oh, that's going wide.
Yes. It's a good shot.
Oh, that's great.
That's the kind of patience he needs to have. That's how hard he needs to work. If anybody saw Axelsen in this tournament and last week in France, he was working like a maniac like this. Yeah. And he had the stamina to do it. And that's the patience that Ginting needs to have. He doesn't know exactly which one will be the decisive one. He's just got to work really, really hard.
So now Ginting back into the lead. Lucky net court for Ginting, and a 2-point advantage, and 2 points away from taking this second game and forcing a decider.
Good shot. Well played. Good patience again.
5 straight points. And now 3 game point opportunities for Anthony Sinisuka Ginting to send this the full distance.
Well, Axelsen hasn't really played a lot to the forehand corner in those 5 rallies. The long forehand corner.
First game point opportunity goes a-begging. Oh, behind the back! 1 game all. 21-18, the second game for Anthony Sinisuka Ginting, and we will be treated to a third and deciding game. 40 minutes into the match, and it's 1 game all.
Satu, depannya nggak boleh kalah, ya kan? Baru kamu bisa serang. Makanya kalau dari depannya udah kamu bisa sintir, silang, sama datarnya nggak apa-apa. Jadi dia juga nggak enak main datar kayak sama kamu tadi, dia tak, baru kamu berhentiin. Ya, perubahannya itu begitu. Tapi ada kesempatan yang depannya duluan sini. Supaya belakangnya enak.
Så længe han ikke gør noget på det, så kan du bare spille med ham der, hvis du gerne vil det. Fordi han tør ikke at lægge op til dig. Han bliver ved med at...
Nej, så bare holder med mellemspillet.
Ja, så holder med mellemspillet. Fordi du er god på den bagbane. Og han er usikker, når han løfter med over på sin forhånd. Ja. Så der kommer dårlig kvalitet en gang med nu, som du skal vente på. Yes.
20 seconds.
So the umpire calls for 20 seconds of the 2-minute timeout remaining. Clear indication for the players to return to court.
Final game.
Now, I was slightly worried about Viktor Axelsen after that last rally of the second game, because he was holding his back, he was stretching his back, and did the same when he returned to court after talking to his coach.
I didn't hear anything about it during the coaching. We're going to see Ginting with a totally different intensity here in the first part of the third game compared to the first game. I mean, if we don't, then we're going to have the same result.
Oh, indecision. That's going out, surely. Yeah.
It sounds strange, but I don't think Ginting has the plot to play this side here against Axelsen. The way I see it,
he doesn't know how to do it, or he doesn't have the weapons to do it.
He doesn't play it correctly.
Okay, so tactically he's wrong.
The overall thing that's important for him is to stay in balance, so he won't have to lift out of position.
Service over. 1-2.
Well, there's been 5 players from Indonesia who've won 15 men's singles titles at the All England Championships. But there hasn't been a winner from Indonesia for 30 years in the men's singles. The last was Haryanto Abi back in 1994. It was an all-Indonesian final that year. It's possible, with the 2 Indonesian quarter-finalists opposite ends of the draw, possible it could be an all-Indonesian final this year. There's a long way to go before that, though. Missed it. Well, Axelsen whacks himself on the leg. Annoyed with his miss. And I'm telling you, that will hurt. Psychologically and physically. You watch it. Couldn't see it. Here we go. Yeah. Woof. Now, there's people using flashlights all over the place. I don't think you can ask players to continue when flashlights are on.
That has been the case in some of the tournaments.
Yeah,
as far as I recall it.
Yeah.
It's been the umpire's advice to the players that we can't stop play because there's someone using flash. Could you give a spectator sort of like 10-minute penalty in the concourse, and then they're allowed back?
A sin bin for spectators. What a splendid idea!
Yeah, you can get a little bit to eat and what's that? What about?
Yeah, somebody left a water bottle on that. 3-3 deciding game. Brilliant. Utterly brilliant.
A little bit lucky to get out of the first two shots there. Axelsen should have been there when he managed to defend the first one. That's also too passive by Axelsen to playing to the back court.
And that was passive, that return of serve.
Yeah.
That's wide.
Service over 4-all.
Much better.
Nice block.
Missed it.
Oh. When those sort of opportunities come along, you have to grasp them.
That's the way to play.
Off and again. Super net play from Ginting.
Service over, 5-all.
Well, it's point for point at the moment. Look at that. Got the net caught. Oh,
wow.
Wonderful images.
Head judge, head judge, head judge. Front of you. Yeah. Thank you.
Lige så snart du kan komme til det, skal den den vej over. Og så arbejder du. Bare arbejde her.
5-all. Hey!
Yeah. Winning the net battle on that occasion, Axelsen.
Great play by Axelsen.
And look at the reaction too, Steen. The verbal celebrations from the tall Dane. Flick serve is long. That's his second service error.
6-7.
That's a good opportunity for Ginting to put extra pressure on the next serve from Axelsen.
Yeah, there's tension on court. That's understandable. Smash wasn't near enough the line from Axelsen. What a rally. Oh, it's just wide. He's challenging. I don't think he'll win that challenge. I saw that as clearly wide. What did you think, Steve?
I also think it's wide, but there's a slight chance for Ginting.
With the sideways drift, yes, you're right. It might have brought it back in. Here we go. Yeah, it was indeed wide.
Is he out of challenge?
No, he's got one challenge left. It's the first challenge of this deciding game. In fact, Axelsen hasn't challenged all match. So you only get 2 challenges per game.
He's been ready to challenge all of these.
Yes, he has.
He's had his arm up, but they've all gone the way he thought it should go.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
nice
shot. That is brilliant.
That's much more efficient than this leaping high in the air. He doesn't get so much out of leaping against Axelsen unless he makes it to almost mid-court. He gets some thread out of it, but he needs to put variation on it.
Pushed it long.
8-9.
Ellers så laver han en fejl over. Kom nu.
Service over. 10-8.
Next point, ting setting.
Oh, it's landed in. He could have played that. That is a pure misjudgment from Anthony Ginting. And it is Viktor Axelsen, the four-time finalist and two-time former champion, who has the advantage, and it's a three-point advantage here in the third and deciding game.
Jeg vil have, du fortsætter med det her. Altså, jeg lover dig, der kommer dårlig kvalitet, og så skal du gå selvfølgelig på tingene. Men der kommer dårlig kvalitet derovre. Det er over i hans korte baghåndshjørne, det kommer det kreative, det er også der. Han vender dig hurtigt op på forbanen. Han kan ikke vende dig hurtigt på forbanen på forhånd.
Men klar på, at han prøver stadigvæk på kort forhånd.
Jamen, det er den vej, den skover vi det.
Ja, ja.
Og så gerne, når han så spiller igen.
Ja.
Bisa ting, come on.
Four. Play.
So 3 points the advantage here in this third and deciding game in favour of Viktor Axelsen. Nice. The coaching there, Steen, from the game?
I didn't catch all of it, but they discussed that the backhand corner from Ginting is the more dangerous one, according to Henrik Rode, because he can play a lot of deceptions and he can play the crosses with the high quality.
Brilliant. What a shot.
That's the start he needed, Ginting. And then they also said something about that the quality is fluctuating from Ginting, which I also agree on, but there was much better quality in the second game, and if he gets on a roll, then it's dangerous to sort of be too patient from Axelsen's point of view.
So the implication was be patient because he'll go through a bad patch as well. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure because I didn't hear all of it. That's well done. But yeah, I mean, my read from the second game was that Axelsen had a good chance when he was moving Ginting to his long forehand corner. I think his defense held up nicely then.
Oh, challenge, the first challenge from Axelsen. I thought that probably caught the line. We are a long way away though, aren't we?
Yeah.
judge awaits with interest. Did he get it right or wrong?
You got it right.
Challenge unsuccessful.
No whisker. Well done, line judge.
Challenge remaining. Service over 11-12. Play.
That's in as well. It's 12 all.
Strong opening from Ginting.
4 of the 5 points since the change of ends.
Good play.
Looking shot, and I can tell you the frustration almost boiled over from Axelsen. Looked for a moment as if he was going to give himself another whack on the leg. Thought better of it. Yeah, that must have hurt last time. Ginting into the lead. That's gone wide.
That's well left. That's the first time he's sort of dared to let the sideways drift work for him.
6 of the 7 points since the change of ends.
That was the long diagonal.
7 of the 8 points since the change of ends. What a good passage of play by Ginting.
Ready?
That's the flat pushes.
Yeah.
He played them out in the opening of the second game. Played them too long. So apparently got the speed adjusted, the Indonesian.
A big high passive clear from Axelsen. That's not working either. This is extraordinary. 9 of the last 10 points to Ginting. Of the last 11. What on earth has happened, Sting?
I think he's not feeling comfortable. We saw him stretching his shoulder lying on the floor in the interval, but that's also due to the pressure that Ginting is putting on Axelsen.
Finally, that run comes to an end.
And that was important for the Dane because now there's still a chance that Ginting starts thinking about what he's going to, what he's about to accomplish. Clever.
Oh, it's landed in. That's a great lift from Axelsen. Yeah, he's sort of stretching his back again.
Yeah.
Missed it.
And he's going for the early chances. He's going for the hopers at the moment, Ginting. sometimes happens when you get these nervous emotions. They're a little bit unpleasant, and to be able to stay in it and still play the rallies according to your game plan, that's what you need to do, but it's so difficult.
Ooh, that was loose.
Yeah, it was.
Missed it.
So that was the lack of quality, perhaps, that the Danes were hoping for in the interval. I think it's more like tension.
Yeah. I definitely think it's nerves.
That's a bad judgment. That's way in the way I see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, an apology in advance.
If he's wrong, he's got no challenges left in this deciding game, Anthony Ginting. And I just felt from the trajectory of the shuttle that it probably landed in. Here we go. Yeah, it certainly did. No challenges left for Anthony Ginting. That could prove decisive.
Return the shuttle. Return the shuttle. Play.
Yeah, well, both players agree that the shuttle should be changed.
And Axelsen, out of nowhere, is
back in it.
Back in it. He was totally gone.
5 straight points, and just 1 point the deficit. Missed it. Oh my goodness me. What has happened to Anthony Ginting? He's riddled with nerves.
But this is where the coach needs to sort of urge his player to keep playing with patience.
18-0.
Good shot. It's also in.
What a rally. What a rally. This is so important. It's a huge point.
He's tired, Ginting. He's also tired, but he's got bigger reach.
I don't believe it! Axelsen is so incensed, he's pulled his headband off. No! He's absolutely incensed. He thinks that Ginting took the shuttle before it had crossed over the net, in which case it's a fault.
And this is where the umpire needs to call in the court officials to clean the court and then get the players back in. There comes White the court.
Gentlemen, let's play.
There were a couple of incidents yesterday. There's one of that's Viktor Axelsen's support group there. There was an incident yesterday. Here it comes again.
Let's have a closer look. Did Ginting take the shuttle before it had crossed over the net? Here we go.
Yes, he did.
Oh, gosh. I wouldn't want to be an umpire.
No, and I'm not sure either.
No.
I'm just thinking, where did it go down?
Well, something actually touched the net. If it was the shuttle, then the shuttle must have been over Ginting's side.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well. What drama. 1918.
That's a fantastic shot.
It is 2 match point opportunities for Anthony Sinisuka Ginting to end the 15-year wait for an Indonesian to contest an All-England men's singles semi-final. Two match points. One goes a-begging.
If I were Ginting, I would move.
Good net shot. That's a great lift too. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting becomes the first Indonesian since Taufik Hidayat back in 2009 to reach an All-England men's singles final. That is wonderful, wonderful sportsmanship. Oh, how lovely, because Ginting and Axelsen must be absolutely gutted. But he still embraced his opponents, still congratulated him. But what a moment for the Olympic bronze medalists. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting beating Viktor Axelsen for the first time in the last 12 meetings. And what a time to do it. At the All-England Championships, where Viktor Axelsen has already left the court. Controversy, brilliant badminton. And it's such a shame, Steen, that we had controversy when it was such a magnificent match.
Yeah, that's how it is. A call has to be made.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming from a game down 8-21, 21-18, 21-19 in the deciding game in a match lasting an hour and 9 minutes. This the final rally and the moment of victory for Ginting. Yeah, Axelsen not happy. But delight for the Indonesian. He's a delightful individual. He is Anthony Ginting. And I'm absolutely certain that there'll be a dancing in the streets in Jakarta this evening. welcome back to the Utilita Arena here in Birmingham. There's plenty to do in and around this magnificent venue, other than watch brilliant badminton, of course. Yeah, the fans really are loving the All England experience. Well, they must be loving the badminton too, because what a super match to get us underway for this evening. Well, next up, it's the Olympic champions, past and present. Carolina Marin of Spain up against the reigning Olympic champion, Chen Yufei of China.